All right, Shalom. First and foremost, we're going to start off by giving out all praises and glory
to Yahweh, Ba'Hashem Yahushai, Ba'Hashem Ruchakudash.
Double honors to the apostles and elders of Yasharallah that rule well. And salutations to you, Achim, out there in the highways and the byways, preaching this word in truth and in sincerity. And, what we're going to go in today, because, recently there's been a lot of articles, that have been coming out with these stories of basically racial tension. A recent one is the one you see on the screen. This guy was accused of being an immigrant, and Esau Edom, an Edomite. He basically poured acid on his face. There was another incident in Buffalo Wild Wings, right here in Illinois, where a group of Jakes, Southern Kingdom, were asked to move just because they were black. And there was another one that I recently seen today. Basically, a guy punched another guy or spit on another guy for wearing a MAGA hat. So these racial tensions are amping up, man. They're getting worse and worse, man. And all this is gonna lead to what? The race wars. And you could think what does Capo call him? Trump. You could thank Trump for that, man, because he basically roused up these Edomites to get that spirit again, man. To not hide it in the dark anymore, to be bold with it. So that's why all these things are happening.
John, I had something in the book of Genesis 25, and I'll start at verse 21. And it reads, "And Isaac entreated Yahweh for his wife because she was barren, and Yahweh was entreated of him, and Rebekah, his wife, conceived." All right, and this is the point I want to get at, verse 22. "And the children struggled together within her, and she said, If it be so, why am I thus? And she went to inquire of Yahweh. And Yahweh said unto her, Two nations are in thy womb, two manner of people shall be separated from thy bowels, and the one people shall be stronger than the other, and the elder shall serve the younger." All right, and as you can see, man, Esau and Jacob, man, we've been fighting since the womb inside Rebecca's stomach, man. All right, and to this day we're still fighting, man, and we're natural born enemies, man. All right, you still call niggas Hispanics and Native Americans and these Edomites and the Caucasian people, man. We're natural born enemies, man. All right, and throughout history, man, you always see a war between the Edomites and Jacob, man. We never get along, man.
Oh, kind of, because we're clean contrary to one another, You know what I'm saying? We're entirely different from them. Their characteristics, their ways, their manners, They're just, they're the wicked, man. That's who they are, We're the Lord's portion, the Lord's chosen,
Yep. Hey, can you go to chapter 47 in Genesis? One of the things that the brother Murph, said, he basically said, look, laws change, times change, but the spirit of people never do. So these Edomites, these so-called white people, they still have the same hatred, man, that they did since, like the brother said, since the womb. This is a deep hatred, man, perpetual hatred, like it says in Ezekiel 25. But 47, and I think it's like the 40th verse, where he said, "I will slay my brother Jacob."
40th verse, 47.
47 and or is it 37?
Hold on, but only go Jacob.
27.
27, okay.
And 41.
41, okay. So, this is a book of Genesis chapter 41 and 27, and it reads...
No, 27 and 41.
Okay.
So they have that same spirit, man. Just because they change laws and they humble down, Hey, that doesn't mean anything, man. Like it says in Sirach, the 12th chapter. Though he humble himself, hey, never trust an enemy.
Mm-hmm.
You know, though he humble himself, you know, he's still gonna be the same person, man. He's still gonna show his wickedness, man. And we see that clearly, man. You know, we see that clearly with especially when Trump came into office. You know, people, hey, before Trump, people were talking about, oh, racism has left and this and that. And when Trump came back in, you know, he basically, all those secret races just became bold. You know, so hey, it's still there, man, and you can clearly see it, man. These people still hate us. Go ahead.
It's the book of Genesis 27:41. And Esau hated Jacob because of the blessing wherewith his father blessed him. And Esau said in his heart, the days of mourning for my father are at hand. Then will I slay my brother Jacob.
Right, so that hatred is still there. You know, that deep hatred is still there, man. You know, hey, a lot of these Edomites don't even know why they don't like us. They just see us and out of nowhere they just, you know, grind their teeth. You know, we're doing nothing. We could help them out in something, and they still have that hatred for us, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and that's gonna be more and more evident for you people who don't want to believe. You know, it's gonna be more and more evident as we get closer to those days. You know. Hey, these are signs. These articles that were telling you about, there's signs that this is increasing, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know, soon he's fully gonna show his horns, man. You know, and then you have other incidents, well, like with the lady that called the cops on the people who were having a cookout in the park, the ones the multiple incidents where Edomites didn't want to let Jake in their own apartment, you know, just because the simple fact that they were, you know, black. You know, so hey, the evidence is there, man. You know, this is Ezekiel 25 to like Ezekiel 35, and and 5. This is because thou hast had a perpetual hatred. A perpetual hatred is like a deep hatred, like something you just can't stand. You can't stand the sight of it when you hear about it. You know, none of that. That's what perpetual means. Because thou hast had a perpetual hatred and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel, which today the Israelites would be considered what, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. It says, by the force of the sword in the time of their calamity, in the time that their iniquity had an end. You know, so that perpetual hatred is still there. You know, and it clearly, if you pay attention, he's never really hidden it. It's always been out there. It's just people try to, you know, believe his sweet words and, oh, it's just them, it's not all of them. Nah, man, it is all of them. Just wait till when shit hits the fan, a lot of them are gonna show their true colors, man. You know, all you Jakes who wanna join hand in hand with him, when shit hits the fan, man, he's gonna show his true colors, man. And whose side is he gonna take? His nation's side. Nobody else. You know. Yes,
Yes, the book of
The scripture says,
Second Ezra chapter 15 and 14.
Second Isaiah.
God and Isaiah. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein. All right, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh. One people shall stand up to fight against another, and swords in their hands, man. And that's talking about the race wars, man. All right, and you're gonna see every nation going resorting back to their own people, man. You're gonna see these Edomites resorting back to their own people. Hey, our people, man. You know, resorting back to their own people, man. And there's gonna be a big race riot, man. All right, and some of these news clips that we're seeing, man, is just the beginning, man. All right, hey, there's more to come, man. All right, and especially, man, every time these cops, man, they shoot our people down in the streets, man. You know, Edomite cop shoots Jake out in the streets, man. They people get roused up, man. You know, and that's when the race wars happen. For there shall be sedition among men, invading one another. So there's going to be a fighting against the government, and that's what you see happening across the world, man. You know, especially with our people, man. Hey, they're going to rebel against Esau's system, man. Because hey, this system, they're gonna realize the hard way, man. Hey, this system was built for their downfall, man. Was built for them not to prosper, man. It was built to lock you up, keep you in prison, or just to be a coon ass nigga, just falling asleep, man.
Well, yeah, no, if I may say, it's a mental slave camp. You know what I'm saying? They train you from a youth onto an adult. You know what I'm saying? Keeping you asleep, keeping you dumbed down through their education and all that, and their ways and philosophies. You know. Because they ultimately hate you. They don't want to see you rise up or anything, man. They don't even tell you your identity. They took that from you as well. All right, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native American Indians, speckled birds, across the four corners of the earth. They're going to have a hatred towards us, man. You know what I'm saying?
Oh.
You have the scripture? Oh, you got more? Go ahead.
They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. All right, so, hey, man, they're not going to follow the laws, man. It's going to be reckless out here, man. And these Edomites, man, they're gonna get their ass beat, man. In these race wars, man. But hey, same thing with our people too, man. These Edomites are gonna be gunning our people down too, man.
Right, cause you see that, man. Issa be training, man. Issa has these militia groups. Issa be having all the guns, So just like you see in the Purge, man, things like that are gonna go down, man.
Right.
They're not gonna be wearing any hood, man, because in those times there's no need for you to hide your face. It's gonna be, it's already a dog eat dog world. How much more then? So hey, shit. Get ready, man. Get ready to if you have any so-called white friends, get ready for them to betray you, man. Yeah. Hey, and if you're an Israelite, so-called Negro, Latino, Native American, hey. Get back right with the Lord, man. Turn back to your heritage. Okay. Don't join hand in hand with the heathen, man. I got one to back you up. This is Isaiah 13:14. It says, and it shall be as a chased roe and as a sheep that no man taketh up. They shall every man turn his own people and flee every one into his own land. So everybody's gonna start sticking to their own nationality. The Edomites are gonna be with the Edomites, the so-called white people. The Asians are gonna be with the Asians, Moab and Ammon, Hey, Jake is gonna be with Jake, and it's also gonna be for those Israelites that aren't in the know and that aren't in the truth. There's gonna be rise between them, because they look at Northern Kingdom as another tribe, as another nation. So it's gonna be so-called blacks and so-called Latinos. It's gonna be a whole bunch of shit, man. Yeah. All this race war is gonna amp up, and Issa's a damn. He thinks he can control it, man. Because part of this, he has a part of this. He wants these race wars to happen, so he could call in martial law, push the chip, But he's going by his order out of chaos, what he's always done. But this chaos, he's not gonna be able to bring order out of it, man. This chaos is literally gonna fuck everything up, man.
And yes, I had a scripture here in Micah chapter 5:8, and it reads, and the remnant of Jacob shall be in the midst of many people as a dew from Yahweh, as the showers upon the grass, that tarrieth not for man, nor waiteth for the sons of man. So, hey, man, we're scattered among these nations, man. All right. Reading on, and the remnant of Jacob shall be among the Gentiles in the midst of many people, as a lion among the beasts of the forest, as a young lion among the flock of sheep, who, if he go through, both treadeth down and teareth in pieces, and none can deliver, man. Hey, so our people, man. Hey, we're the strongest people on the planet, man. Even at our lowest condition, man. Hey, we're stronger physically, man, in all aspects, man. We're talented. Hey, and when shit hits the fan, man, especially those Edomites that like to gentrify the neighborhoods, and like Pilsen and some parts of Chicago. Once shit hits the fan, man, you got a whole bunch of Jake around you. Hey, the Edomites are gonna get slaughtered, man, like a young lion in its prime. Like a 6'5" Judite with a big deep voice, man, just gonna fucking choke slam the hell out of you, Edomite, man, You know, them crazy ass hypocrites you see on 26th Street or 18th, man, they're gonna be beating the hell out of these feminine, weak ass Edomites, man.
Right, because they're gonna know what? They're gonna know where the money's at. They're gonna know where the food is at. They're gonna be like, oh look, you know that white boy over there. He, you know, I know he has money. You know, he might not even have money, but just because he's white, Jake is gonna think like that, and they're still gonna kill his ass, man. You know, this is the shit that's gonna happen, man. The Lord said that His word is not gonna come back void. You know, He will accomplish all His pleasure. This is part of prophecy. This is part of what the Lord wants to happen, man. You know, and it is gonna happen, man. And these are steps that lead to that, man. Hey, don't be surprised and expect more articles like this coming out, and expect more and more division between within America, within the world. You know, hey, America, especially right here in Chicago, it's a diverse city. You know, you got on the south side you have mainly Southern Kingdom. You know, on the north you have mainly Northern Kingdom. On the suburbs will be all the Edomites. Downtown be all the Edomites. You know, so hey, this is already kind of segregated, man. You know, so hey, it's not a surprise, man.
And especially after all these years of Jacob being afflicted by Esau, Jake is gonna eventually stick up and do something about it, man. Hey, even the 2/3 of our people, man.
Yeah.
You know, hey, the Most High is gonna use them, hey, in the race wars, man. You know.
God, if I may, this is Sirach chapter 39, verse 28. There be spirits that are created for vengeance, which in their fury lay on sore strokes. In the time of destruction, they pour out their force and appease the wrath of him that made them. You know, and the Lord has these spirits out here to to destroy man during Jacob's trouble. All right, there's gonna be all these people against one another, man. You know, like what we're going into, the brothers are saying, it's gonna be a terrible time. You know, nothing but pure death and no one to run to or call.
Mm-hmm.
You know, no 911 or anything. You know,
Mm-hmm. The only way to survive is if the Lord is with you.
right?
You know, the only way for the Lord to be with you is if you're doing His will, if you're doing His work. This is Matthew 24:12. It says, because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold.
Mm-hmm.
And we clearly see that, man. You know, it's gonna be race wars, but it's gonna even get crazier than that, man. People are gonna start turning against themselves within themselves. You know, the little groups they have.
Right.
You know, all that is gonna come to naught, man. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, something else. All right.
Is that Ezekiel?
All right. This is Matthew 24:7. It says, for nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilence and earthquakes in diverse places. You know, and we're seeing that, man. So we know it's gonna happen, man. You know, soon is gonna be a actual purge out here, man. You know, you're not gonna be able to walk anywhere. You know, your Edomite neighbor is gonna have fenced cities. He might try to kill you. You know, not even because he doesn't have food or anything, just because he's Jake. You know, just because you're Jake. You know, hey, that neighbor that you never really talked to. You know, he's gonna be able to show his horns because he always low key hated you. You know, these are things that are gonna happen, man. You know, and shit. Us speaking about it doesn't justify it, man. It's gonna be way crazier than that, man. You're gonna see a whole bunch of crazy shit. These movies that you've seen and you about race wars and all that, hey, they're still not gonna justify what's about to come to this place. You know? That's it. You know, hey, and with that, you know, hopefully your brother will edified, and hey, stay in the spirit, man. You know, we're gonna go through some shit, but hey, if we're with the Lord got us. No matter how crazy these race wars get, no matter how cold their love waxes, you know, hey, we're gonna be straight, man. You know. So with that, we're gonna end it by giving out our praises and glory
To
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Ba'ashem Yahushua, Ba'ashem Ruach.
double honors to the apostles and elders of Yasharallah that rule well, and salutations to you Achim out there in the highways and the byways, preaching this word in truth and in sincerity. Shalom.
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 Abba, Abba.
Abba.